So the goal is to create a virtual reality like application where the viewer will be able to see the locations where the tornado went through.
Okay.
Look at the plants that are in there and see how it's different than locations that the tornado didn't go through that are kind of similar.
Okay.
Just to kind of show like this is what it looked like versus what it looks like now.
Well, that'll be easy because what this looked like right here is exactly what you see on the horizon there, those big trees, because that's what all of this was. Tornado happened in 2007, and then 2 years ago in 2017 it came back out to a bunch of fixed points that I set up like 2 weeks after the tornado. I shot them. One of them is right up the road here. You can see that oak tree on the right. I've got a whole series of photos taken from that exact vantage point looking south, and you can just see the landscape 15 feet deep with trees, you know, where you couldn't crawl through the stuff, to immediately after salvage about 6 weeks later, to eventually site prepping and planting it and all the tending that we've done since then. So these trees that you see around us, these planted conifers, these are all 10 years old. We planted them in the spring of 2009. So it's actually starting to look like a forest in here again. 10 years, they'll be ready to be thinned for the first time.
Alright, so what have we done so far?
Like this week?
Yes, this week.
Okay, well, Monday was basically a tech day where we made sure everything was working properly. Then Tuesday, we all went out into the field with Jeff, and he helped us identify some plants on the site that we're interested in on the Menominee Reservation.
This week I was able to go to the tornado scar with Jeffrey Greeno, and we picked out plants that we thought were good for this project inside and outside of the tornado scar. And right now I'm looking them up and finding out their uses and, you know, what parts are edible and what are good to use.
So on Tuesday we went out to one of the sites for the tornado, the one on the Menominee Reservation up near Azor. We went out there with Jeff Greeno, and he showed us some plants that were around there, plants that we will probably use for our application.
So this week we were going out to the Nicolet National Forest to interview a USDA Forest Service worker, John Lampure, I hope I'm saying that right, so that we could find out what happened with the tornado site up there. We wanted to see if there were invasive species going in there, what kind of new species were being grown there, and just see what kind of effect that edge area was having on the normal forest.
We talked with some people about the plants there, the tornado there, and went to areas that were disturbed by the tornado and areas that weren't disturbed by the tornado.
And he showed us some pretty cool pictures, some time-lapse pictures of what the forest looked for since the 50s, I believe. So it's quite interesting.
So for the rest of this week, my plan is to finish up this revamp of the vlog, because I kind of felt like doing a vlog this week instead of just a normal vlog. And also helping Matthew with any like audio editing that he needs done, any 360 video editing that needs to be done.
Well, some of it will be reminding you to call the guy MTE.
Oh, I also need to get in contact with our next interviewee, which I am hoping to do either today or tomorrow.
Otherwise, I'd say making sure everything runs smoothly. I want to help Evelyn with Plant ID and upload some of the images that I took because she wasn't able to come out with us today.
We have a pretty good amount of plants that I have to look up, so right now I have at least 25, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more from other places. We went to at least 3 different places.
For the rest of this week, I'm probably just going to be doing some stuff with the audio from the interview and the audio we captured, along with the video of the 360 camera.
And they actually have a seed bank here, so I want to check that out just because I'm curious. So, yeah.
So yeah, that's my plan for the rest of the week. Just get in contact with our MTE person, assist in any other audio and video stuff with Matthew, and just try to finish stuff up.